right, welcome to Suburban On Air, and I have the brother and sister musical combo of Juliana and Jesse Just Costa. Yes, that's their name. They're NDG raised, went to Merton School. Jesse was at Westmount High. Juliana was at the Study. And you've got an exciting new project. So why don't we start off? Tell us what that new project's all about.
Yeah. First of all, so our new project is called Just Costa. It's our family name, and really the epitome of it is I like to break life down into doing two things: doing what you love and only doing those things throughout your life with the people that you love. So what do we love to do? I love to play music. I love this beautiful individual right here. That's my sister. She's amazing. She's awesome, and I want to spend my entire life playing music with her. And that's really what it is. It's a ride, you know. It's really been a roller coaster. It's been extreme. It's been fun. It's been uplifting. It's been a growing experience, and that's the ride that we want to take people along with us.
Juliana, how did you become musical partners with your younger brother, who's about 5 years younger than you? How did that all happen? And that's the fact that you and your sibling are so close.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing. I can't imagine it doing this with anybody else, but also we get along so well and nobody makes me laugh like he does. And we have just such a good chemistry, but we're just thrilled to put out this fresh new project. We've been working on this for a long time, developing a new sound, a fresh image, a fresh message to go along with it. So we've had to keep it under wraps for a long time, but we're so stoked that it's finally here. And Peachy, our first song, is really like the pinnacle of that message Jesse was describing.
When was it all recorded? Because I saw you got a really neat video. When was that all done?
Ooh, that video.
Crazy.
That's been yeah, that was quite the experience. So actually, we recorded the video a few months back
In March.
Yeah, and but actually, what happened was through a few quizzical and interesting circumstances, we had about 7 days to get everything for the video ready.
More like 5. And we had to change our date. Sorry to jump in here, Jess, but it ended up working out really well because had we not had the date earlier, we would have gotten shut down by COVID. So we would have no video.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
It was very lucky. But the recordings themselves, we actually did them last year. It's been a while, 2019, and we had the demos done in like 2018. So it's been a long time coming. We've been working on this.
And I'm particularly proud of ourselves that we were able to find a bathtub in a span of 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
It is not easy to find a bathtub in 5 days, let me tell you.
I bet it's not. And you had to wipe it all down to make sure it was clean, right?
We had to wipe down a lot of things, especially when you're trying to return things to the store.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell me, Jesse, how has COVID impacted the career that you guys have set forward right now? Because this has been going on, of course, since March, and now we're almost into July.
Honestly, the biggest impact has been live. You know, we've spent years throughout our lives, you know, just playing live. Like, we love it so much. It's honestly like the most uplifting kind of communal, just like embracing of a certain energy. And that's what we're really missing. That's what's really missing from us as musicians. Aside from that, we've been super lucky because definitely with the digital sphere, you know, we've still been making music. We still record music. We're producing on our own.
People,
You know, yeah, that's it. And we still have these platforms, but definitely the live and being in the room playing music with people, that's what we've been missing.
Will you be able to do anything? The laws have been loosened a little bit. Will there be anything that we might see you doing in public in the next little while? I mean, have you ever done Porch Fest in NDG, for instance?
We wish. That was one of the saddest things that we saw be canceled, but we will definitely do. We've got a couple of pop-up things that we're planning, so not too much detail yet, but we've got a couple of live streams that we will be that are coming up. But other than that, we've got a show in November is still set to go on.
Where's that going to be, or where is it supposed to be?
It's in Marieville, so it's not like in Montreal, but I mean, we're lucky that a lot of our partners have been able to adapt the live show we were supposed to put on for that city. They've put it online, but a lot of partners have not been able to, unfortunately. So, but like Jesse said, we're adapting and we're really finding ways to connect with people and try to be creative and think outside the box. And we're doing all right so far, but we miss the live, of course.
Julianne, I'll start with you, then I'll ask Jesse. How old were you when you started in this business, and what made you love music so much?
I fell in love with music when I was probably 8 years old, even before that, but when I was 8 years old, I knew that's what I wanted to do. The Backstreet Boys are my favorite band.
You used to put on shows.
I had shows, and like we had it all organized. Like we had the routines. We were selling like old Halloween
Coat
candy
check,
at the door. Coat, like
I was the security.
We had a backstage.
Wow.
And everything. Yeah, Jesse would storm the stage sometimes though with my friends, but he was like, "Oh, that's the little brother," you know. But I started doing that for fun. But I was mostly an athlete for most of my life, so I put music on the side a little bit, a competitive athlete, and then I ended up picking up the guitar when I was 18 because I just wanted to sing. I wanted to accompany myself while I sang. So I said, okay, I'm just going to do this. My brother plays guitar. My dad plays guitar. And then it took off pretty quickly after that. I started busking in the metro. I started writing my own songs. And then I was going to record my first project. And that's when Jesse and I started working together, more than just jamming on the deck or whatever. We started writing songs together and seeing what we could do. And our dad always pushed us to play together. So at that point, it just made sense to continue forward together. And we haven't looked back since.
What about you, Jesse? How did it all start with you? At what age, and what turned you on to the music?
Oh man, so my dad raised me on rock and roll. So Guns N' Roses.
Raised you on everything.
Yeah,
that was a big good part of it though.
But I started actually with a lot of honestly, okay, definitely even a lot of metal, but Slash was like the huge just guitar figure. A lot of my playing takes after what he does. So I started off like in rock bands, playing and singing, like real heavy hitting stuff, just like a real pumped up kind of energy thing. That's definitely some of the dynamic that I bring now that we're doing more of kind of like a pop, even like funky type of sound. But then from there, I started to, I don't know if I just like matured or I started to chill out a little bit, but I started getting into, you know, a lot of R&B, a lot of funk, you know, even a lot of hip hop. And then luckily, Juliana's super folksy and singer-songwriter-y, so there are amazing artists that she's gotten me into. Definitely a part of the kind of like artistic side that I'd have to say.
And then I think
yeah, go ahead.
Style together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to ask you, Jesse, just wearing my hat, working for the English Montreal School Board, was there any music in your life when you attended Westmount High School?
Yes, actually. I was in physics and chemistry, and I think that halfway through the programs, they were like, might not strike me as the most scientific type. And they're like, do you want to do music and advanced music? And I was like, sign me up, sign me up. It was great. But there was actually a really cool music program, a bunch of acoustic guitars. So many guitars got dropped by so many high school students. It like just, I cried every day. But aside from that, no, it was great. There was like concerts. We got to play jazz. We got to play in bands together. They would even just open up the jam space during lunch. And I would just go and spend like an hour and a half there, just like playing music, and they had all this equipment. It was like super great.
Well, we'll have to bring you back at some point, either through Zoom or in person to talk to the new students about music. We'll arrange that. And Juliana, at the study, did you do music there?
I did, and like now I play guitar, I play piano, I play some percussion, and I sing, of course. But when I was at the study, I just wanted to try every instrument. So I started off on the drums, I played the bass, I played the trumpet, the clarinet, and I really enjoyed everyone and learned how to play. I don't play much of those now these days, but I'd love to be all around and experiment with different things. But you know what? Again, like I said, I was so into sports. I still did music and choir and band and all that, but I was focused on something else. Although I always had music on the side for me. It was always.
What sport specifically was your specialty?
Soccer was my biggest sport. Hockey was big for me too. I played basketball, though I ran track. I did a bit of everything.
Jack of all trades.
I can see that. So you guys have done 400 concerts or more already, and you've actually gone as far as Italy. Jesse, can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Absolutely. So I guess the best way to put it is that when we first started playing music, um, you know, really it was just like cafes, you know, bars, little venues, just like the joy of just being in a venue with people, right? Not trying to think about, you know, what song we have out or what kind of project we're doing. We just wanted to play the songs that we love to play. We played cover songs, we played all sorts of genres, you know, and we just had fun with it. So that's really where we got our sea legs from. Um, Honestly, like a great time. Yeah, like it's now that looking back at it, I'm like, wow, that's a lot of shows.
Yeah, but it sounds like an exaggeration, but it was obviously a huge range of different kinds of shows. But it's crazy to think of how many we have done. We would say yes to everything, and we'd be booking every weekend. We'd be in different places, but like just said, it's really how we got our sea legs and got a lot of road got behind us.
Very impressive. Well, I'm going to include links in the description to this video for people to see the video, but could you play us off with something?
Yes, of
Yeah, let's
course.
do it.
All right, this is kind of exciting for me. This is my first time doing an interview like this and having a live performance. So, so take it away. I'm very excited.
Thank you. All right. We're gonna hit him with the peach.
Gonna hit him with a peach.
All right.
Sounds good.
This is the first EP, the first single from Just Costa,
Oh,
Peachy.
fantastic.
I'm feeling peachy. We drank a pink margarita on the beach. These perpetrators just can't reach me. Ooh, I'm feeling peachy. I don't care if you know who I am.
Hey, got a line and a melody, and I'm my biggest fan. I've got a plan.
What you say? Come on.
Said if you think I care, well, I just don't give a damn.
I just don't.
But who am I to think that I could be somebody? Who are you to tell me that I can't?
I'm feeling peachy. Drink a pink margarita on the beach. These perpetrators just can't reach me. Ooh, I'm feeling peachy.
What you gotta tell me?
And now let me go and set the record straight. There's never been a day I didn't work for who I am and who I ain't.
Is that?
But don't make me late. I feel the beat up in my feet when I'm walking down the street, and I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
But who are you to think I could not be somebody? Who are you to tell me that I can't?
I'm feeling peachy. Drink a pink margarita on the beach. These perpetrators just can't reach me. Ooh, I'm feeling peachy.
I don't care, cause
I'm feeling peachy. We drank a pink margarita on the beach. These perpetrators just can't reach me. Ooh, I'm feeling peachy.
shit. Hey,
I'm feeling peachy.
Wow, you guys are fantastic. That is such an honor for me because I've been doing this show on Suburban On Air for only a few weeks now, and that is my first live performance. I want to thank you for joining me. We're going to follow your career. We're going to keep talking to you guys. All the best.
Thank you so
hey,
much
thanks for having
us.
us. What a joy, man.
All right. That's Just Costa.